The Dark Forest is an area at Alton Towers home to two roller coasters, Rita and 13, and currently it's not doing very well. As you enter the heart of the historic woodlands that surround Alton Towers, you will find yourself deep within the Dark Forest. Surrounded by trees on roots on all sides, you might just feel like the forest is closing in on you at times. As mentioned, the area is dominated by the high string scaffolding of 13, set amidst a restoration site gone wrong, with an ominous wrath overlooking the queue line. Next door, vines have weaved their way around an ancient raceway where Rita launches out onto the Dark Forest, bar racing over the top of the entire area. Now, Dark Forest is one of my favourite areas at Flamingoland at Alton Towers because it's kind of immersive. There's obviously it's set within a woodland. It's very cool. I actually like Rita and I like 13, so great coasters. But you've got to think now, Rita opened back in 2005, nearly 20 years ago. 13 opened in 2010, nearly 15 years ago, and since then there has been no real investment into Dark Forest, other than that weird spinny thing that they had there a few years ago that really didn't fit. We'll talk about the Retro Squad in another video. But today I'm going to discuss what I think the future is for this beloved area. I think they'll eventually have to invest in a coaster, maybe remove a coaster, and maybe even retheme a roller coaster. It's all very exciting. Now, in terms of the sort of storyline of this area, it's a little bit confusing. So 13 apparently. Okay, so well, first there was Rita, which was a drag race, a roller coaster. It was just it was a racetrack, and then they decided to add the Dark Forest theming in 2010 when 13 opened, which kind of, I don't know. 13's obviously a dark horror themed roller coaster, and a racetrack doesn't really fit into that. It's a little bit hit and miss. It's a little bit random, the theming. I mean, it was better from the pictures. It looked way better as Oakland back in the day. That's what it used to be called before it was Dark Forest. And that they just had a bit more immersion and theming around, and I think it's much easier to theme two completely different roller coasters, which were Rita and the Corkscrew at its time. It's much easier to do that than it is to incorporate a new theme into an already themed area, if you know what I mean. Now, Corkscrew closed in 2008, 2 years before 13 opened, and I'd love to know what this area of the park looked like between those 2 years, but I can't find any pictures or photos of the construction of 13. That aside, it's been a great area of the park. It's home to 13, which is one of the stronger coasters at the park. Certainly a lot stronger than Rita, in my opinion, although I do enjoy both of them. But it is time for some investment. What do I think they're going to invest in? Well, this is the interesting thing. But where would the roller coaster go, I hear you ask? If they were to bring in a new coaster to this area, it's already pretty crowded. There's Rita, which is quite a big, large coaster. There's 13. The family coaster takes up a lot of space. Well, fear not, I've found space. Alton Towers, hire me. What am I doing? So if you look on Google Maps and the space above Alton Towers, you can see Dark Forest. Oh, look, it's pretty crowded. But if we zoom out, you can see that there is a big forest currently covering up a maintenance bay that I don't think they use anymore. They might still use it, but not in my brain. This would be a perfect space for a coaster. You could expand the Dark Forest theme, obviously, by going into the forest itself. Would just be so immersive. You could put some smoke about. You could really ham up the theming, and it might even make the existing area that we have at the moment. It might even make more sense. That was a massive sentence, and I kind of struggled with that. you've got to think as well that the Dark Forest is the area of the park that has gone the longest currently without investment. Forbidden Valley obviously had a massive overhaul for this year. X Sector had the Smiler in 2013. Mutiny Bay had the Wicker Man. CBeebies Land had the Octonauts roller coaster, and those are the other main areas of the park, aren't they? So all those investments have come within the past 10, 11 years. Whereas to see an area of a what is supposed to be a world-class theme park, questionable nowadays, but it used to be. To see an area of that park go without investment for 15 years is a little bit concerning, in my opinion. I really hope they can bring some new life into this once beloved area. As for what coaster they'd bring in, I don't know. I don't know what would work well. Maybe a bobsled coaster would be quite nice, or something a little bit different. Maybe even a large scale log flume would work really nicely. You know, they used to have. And at this point, just anything new, to be honest, would be fantastic. Even put a Zamperla Volare in. See how that goes. Oh God, don't do that. Stop listening, Bianca. I'm joking. Or even a dark ride. Make a large scale family dark ride. That'd be fantastic. Just something to give the area a bit more of a story, because currently it doesn't make any sense. If you don't know the sort of the history behind 13 and Rita, you're walking into a forest that's got an overhead cable that currently doesn't work and might not even work next year, and then you walk under the racetrack, and then suddenly you're in a forest, and then there's 13 on one side, there's Rita on the other side. There was a waltzer that's not there anymore. Please, can we freshen up this area? It needs an injection of new energy and new life to bring it back to the state of quality and and back to its former glory. You know what I'm trying to say. I'm going to stop blabbing. My name's Jake. You've been watching Parkessent. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure to subscribe, leave a like, watch my Minecraft video that I uploaded yesterday. I am 20 years old and I'm making Minecraft videos. My name's Jake. Thank you very much for watching. See you later.